They're going to be raising interest rates on the economic front. And of course, they're saying that at the end of, middle of December, they were saying that, well, they're not going to raise them until mid-March, or mid-year rather. I see it happening earlier. And when I was on your show the last time, it was back in September, I said, what a bunch of baloney this is. They're shooting at this crap that, oh, inflation's only temporary. And then it went to transitory. So they were either too stupid to know where it was going, or they knew where it was going, and they're which I believe they did, and they're artificially keeping the cheap money flowing in, because when interest rates go up and the cheap money flow stops, the economy's going to go down and the equity markets are going to crash.
Yes.
Look at the insider trading. They're selling out now big time. It's like $69 billion. Meantime, stock buybacks are hit at all-time high because they're getting the money for nothing, buying back the stock so it looks like there's less of them available, and keep artificially pushing the prices up. Look at merger and acquisition activity, all-time high, cheap money. When you look at the real interest rate, what was the inflation rate that just came out? What was it, 6.8%? Oh, and what is the Fed rate? Oh, near zero? So what am I, stupid? You got negative interest rates. So this is a whole scam, because these liars, these little freaks, the central banksters, were BSing us for how many years? That when inflation hits around 2%, we will be raising interest rates. 2%. Oh, what happened today? What's the number that came out? Wholesale price measures rose 9.6% in November. The fastest pace on record. This is a crime syndicate. So what did the Federal Reserve do from 2007 to 2010? Oh, they only pumped in $29 trillion into the system for the banksters. It's the banksters, the drug dealers that people call Big Pharma, the military-industrial complex that Dwight D. Eisenhower warned us about, and high tech. They're running the country. They're running the world.
I think this is the most important. This 2022 is a pivot year.
It is a pivot year.
And if people are hoping that it'll be more like yesterday, I think we're in serious trouble.
No, it's only going to go down worse. You look at all these mandates that are happening around the world because of the Omicron virus that has killed one person allegedly out of only 8 billion. And it's been going on since what, November 26th? So again, the fear that they're spreading, business travel, international travel between New York and overseas was down only 77% from the end of November to the middle of December. Down 77%. And now all the lockdowns, if you're not vaccinated, you have no freedom in Austria and Italy, now in Germany coming up, Czech Republic, one place after another. How could the markets keep going up? So for 2022, again, I do not give financial advice.
Neither do
and I have to make that very clear or else they come after me.
Right.
Is GSB, gold, silver, and Bitcoin. And they're going to go down when interest rates go up, but the economy's going to go down too. So they're going to go down temporarily, and then they're going to escalate very rapidly as people realize how bad it is. And the only thing that's keeping people from seeing, again, we talked about inflation rate, how many people are median household income had its biggest decline ever in 2020. What's the facade that's making it look like everything is okay are the equity markets. When the equity markets crash, reality will hit Main Street.
Amen.
And that's why it's GSB for me. And then I also see people say, well, there'll be a real estate crash. And I said, no, I don't see one, because this real estate boom was different than the others. The people had money to buy what they what they purchased, unlike the last time with the subprime mortgages and all the inflation of what was going on. So, but I do see a decline in commercial real estate.
Right.
As we go into the end of the year, office occupancy rates in the United States are at 40%. That means 60% aren't coming back. And now we go into one of our new trends coming up, the metaverse. Love it, hate it, it's a virtual reality. More, look, here we are. We're Zoomed together. Who would have thought this, 10, 15 years ago? So you're going to see more and more people working at home. Commercial real estate was overbuilt before. And now in most cities, it's going to go down big as we see it. The metaverse, by the way, are going to have a lot of opportunities. One of the big ones being online education, because the education system we have now stinks. It was invented by the Prussians at the beginning of the industrial age. Now we're going to the metaverse age. And also with healthcare and a lot of other entrepreneur opportunities to stay ahead of this. On the downside, of course, it's stopping the human relationship of people knowing each other, feeling each other, and touching each other, which is a whole different story. So
Correct.
That part goes down. But again, going back to the occupancy rate, hotels, restaurants, why am I going to send, you don't have to do business travel. I could save money here. I don't need 8 floors in this skyscraper. All I need are 3. So they're going to be saving money on that. Another big one to look at is simplicity. Everything has become too complicated, talking about high tech. Again, guys like us, I remember driving a stick shift,
Yeah.
And why do I got all this crap on this, on the dashboard that when it breaks, it costs several $1,000s to fix, and you don't need it? You're going to start seeing things going back to simplicity for smart companies that are going to take advantage of it. A lot of things became too high tech. Another big trend to look at is the one going on in China. As we talked about the supply chain disruptions and how it drove up inflation, what's going on in China? Dual circulation policy. Yeah, we're going to keep exporting things, and we're going to make sure the yuan stays low so our products seem cheap. But we're also at $1.4 billion. We want the people to buy made in China, dress made in China, sing made in China, be made in China. Self-sufficient economy, dual circulation. And that's what America should be if it wants to get back up, because we have all the human and natural resources we need. We wouldn't have a supply chain disruption. Here I am in Kingston, New York, where the Gantt shirt factory used to be, and shoe factories and everything. Now, everything comes from overseas. So the smart nations are going to be as self-sufficient as they can be.